To be fair.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody!
You're listening to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast.
The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be.
A podcast discussing all things AEW and WWE.
Give me a hell yeah!
Now, let's meet the host. Kyle Gagliardi.
The face that runs the place.
Jim Tucker. And Erica Marini.
I'm the boss. I'm the blueprint. I'm the standard.
Well, I think we've had enough talk. It's time for the main event.
What is going on, everyone? You're listening to the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, hosted by the Marks, for the Marks, and I am your host, Mr. OTM, Kyle Gagliardi. And one of my co-hosts is my good friend, Jim Tucker, or as I like to call him, Chucky!
Ooh, what's going on, Kyle? Happy Thursday to you, but it's not just the two of us. It's not just the two of us. We can make it three because we have Erica Marini with us at Erica_0328, the boss, the blueprint, the standard, one of the twos. What's up, girl?
Honestly, and that's ironic that I'm wearing my Sasha shirt tonight. Sasha shirt tonight. Yeah.
She had a little dilemma to start off before we hit the record button. I saw a different shirt that she was wearing. Then she debated on wearing a best friend shirt. Then I went to a tank top, and then she decided to go with the Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks.
No, I put on my Scott Hall shirt.
I forgot one.
Oh, wait. And then I had my Seth Rollins shirt on before that to rib you, Tuck. It was the, that ugly blue tie-dye one.
No, it's not a rib. I like the shirt. You boob. Stop.
You boob.
Roll the tape back.
The MVM himself, Robbie Collins, checking in. Hello, guys. How's it going?
Is that Robbie Collins?
More importantly, though, at 4:35 Central in the chat, he put a hashtag Team Gags. He is ready. He's all aboard, Mr. OTM. He is ready for our draft. Guys, we decided to switch things up a little bit as Tuck will keep farting in the background. That's fine. He's a hater. Cup of hate is over here. But Tuck, we decided to switch things up this episode. We're going to be doing a little bit of a draft. Why don't you tell the listeners a little bit about what they're about to hear?
Okay, so we're like, hey, what about this wrestling world? We got some shows coming up, and we got a couple weeks of pay-per-views and things like that. Let's do something different. And we're like, what about a top 5? And I was like, how about no? So we threw out, I think we ended up in a good format, but we tossed out the idea of a fantasy draft. If we could build our own brand, what would we do? We do it on the video game, my GM, WWE 2K. Yep. Undefeated. I mean, I won my season, but it does get a little okay. Wow, okay.
Logan's coming in already with the team queen.
Just got to acknowledge everyone in the chat that put Team Tuck. It's currently at 0. Shoot me. But we floated out the idea like a number of picks this way, that way. So we if I am correct, I'm seeking confirmation here. 6 men, 6 women, 4 tag teams, and then a general manager to run the brand.
That's right.
Okay. So I have 17 picks. Is there like a general manager round, or it open? You could take your tag.
This is an open kind of draft here. So you just got to make sure you have a full, complete roster. Otherwise, you can't even get voted on by our listeners, because we are going to make this open to our followers on Twitter. We will run a poll if you are hashtag Team Gags, Team Tucky, or Team Marini. So we decided the draft order yesterday, or I should say I did, with the random name simulator.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's so random.
Very soon.
I got the first pick.
How did that happen?
Yeah,
maybe because there's only
Kyle.
3 of us, and I had a 33% chance of getting the first pick, just like you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just drop that on there. Robbie playing nice guy. Tuck, you're like the underdog. No one expects you to win, but you will end up winning. I mean,
wow.
Hey,
Robbie, you're a sweet kid.
Team Gags? I guess not. Team Suck It.
Yeah.
Robbie Collins actually has a big interview, I believe, coming up with James Ellsworth. I don't know if that is next week or if he's announced that publicly, but hey, we'll share the news to go ahead and check him
spoilers,
out.
Hey, on the mark breaking news update.
Sorry.
Give him the rub, baby. That's what we do over here. But Erica, you actually did some research, right? Like there is paper to pen, all that good stuff going on over there.
I mean, I did it today at work, but there's some
spoilers.
There's some thoughts down.
All right. So I said we just get right into it, people. But before we do that, actually, we got to give a shout out to the merchandise. Erica finally purchased some merchandise at the onthemarkwrestlingpodcast.com. Erica, what did you just pick up?
I picked up a nice pair of joggers and a cropped hoodie.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, boy. Or should I say yes, girl?
Oh yeah. And you lucky listeners, you lucky ducks, you dirty dogs, you could be just like Erica Marini. I'm playing the picture in my head right now. Ryan Vogus in a crop top hoodie. Give me that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, is that Vogus chiming in too? No, it's Robbie. He said, thank you, gal. That's why I'm hashtag Team Gags. The interview is on Wednesday.
All right. He's flipping and flopping more than Erica Marini here.
He's just all right. I was going to say anything.
And by the way, Erica, you can't flip and flop on your draft picks.
I'm not. Mine is mine. Mine's
you
is
draft
mine.
your okay.
That is my man or my girl or my team.
Or your GM. You could just go GM right out the gate.
I got a question.
Go for it.
Oh, I have a question too. Thank you.
Okay, go for it.
You're welcome.
No, thank you for reminding me. Tuck?
After you.
Can I draft a human from a tag team, but not all the tag team?
Yes.
Yeah, if you're intending them to use them as a singles, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll
I have
allow
a question.
That. Yes.
Can I draft somebody that is not currently signed to any company?
Yes. This is open to any pro wrestler.
But not dead. Like
not dead.
Yeah. This isn't.
We're not drafting legends. You're drafting people that could wrestle in a match tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or any
active, they choose to.
That's a better way of putting it. Active pro wrestlers. Injured count too. If they're injured, like a Big E, who's obviously had a bad injury, he's available. We'll just assume he's healthy. Those kind of people you definitely can draft. So the first pick is going to me, myself, and I. And I really don't think this should be a surprise to anybody that really knows me. And no, it's not Orange Cassidy, the t-shirt that I'm wearing. Ladies and gentlemen, with the first pick in the 2022 OTM draft, Mr. OTM selects the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And that's the pillar of the brand right there. I have the face of professional wrestling to kick off the draft. I am very content with this. This will be a snake style draft. So if anybody's done like fantasy sports, you probably know what that means. Erica actually did know what that means. She proposed.
I do fantasy football.
I know. That's why I said you knew what that meant.
We were okay. So you can be offended, but let's not be offended by our cautiousness when we're trying to like show you. We were unassuming. We weren't assuming that you were a dumb idiot lady. We were just making sure that we were on the same page.
Erica, what's in the coffee mug?
What's your pick? Just pick it up. Let's go. What's your pick? Next.
It's tea.
So Erica's on the clock.
I'm not gonna get a cool little banner at the bottom.
I'm ready to type it when you do.
My first round pick of the 2022 OTM draft is this bitch right here. The boss, the blueprint, the standard, Sasha Banks.
Wow. Going with the leader of the women's division to start it off.
Damn right. You're damn right. Can't go wrong.
Wow.
Now, I'm surprised with that one.
Well, second overall, first round pick. I'm not surprised that Sasha Banks went high in the draft. Are you concerned as the booker and the promoter of your brand that Sasha Banks could be tough to work with? That's a consideration.
I have no qualms that she and I will get along. Not qualms. I have no. Thank you, Brian. That's exactly how I was feeling. I have no doubt in my mind. Sasha and I will get along famously.
She does have one of the best workers in wrestling. Sasha Banks can go with anyone. So definitely, you have a pillar right there to start off your brand. So Tuck, it is a snake style. So you get 2 picks here. What's your first selection going to be here in the first round?
Who. Any guesses?
I think you're going to go with a men's
wanna-
singles wrestler, but I'm not going to give away who it is. I have
Same,
one.
I don't want to
private
give you
chat.
any ideas.
Check the private chat. Get my banner going.
Okay. Sorry. After you, my
With
friend.
the third pick in the first round of the On the Mark fantasy booking draft, Team Tucker has selected RK Bro.
Wow. The tag team division is off to a hot start on Team Tucky.
Yeah, I'm not fucking around. Okay.
No, you're not.
I found it very interesting. We all went in different directions here. I got, the leader of the men's division. Erica's got the number one female. And Tuck, you're focusing on tag when there's only 4 spots available for the tag team division. What was your reasoning behind that?
And here's the thing. It's natural to break tag teams up. And what bang for your buck if that were not now, but down the line. Oh, Randy Orton and Riddle don't see eye to eye and they have to clash for the title. Oh my God, that's crazy. What? So that's kind of where I was going with that. There are tag teams on my list where I don't know if I want both of them. Maybe I want one of them. RK Bro, I want both of them. And if those are your tag team champions to start, not bad. I understand the criticism of a forced tag team, but with a lot of great options, I think that's a good start. And I know I really wanted Riddle, so that was kind of where I went with that.
Are they getting the straps right away on your brand? Are they going to be the inaugural tag team champions?
I'm not showing you the dirt sheet.
Okay. That's fair.
But I would like you to acknowledge my shirt.
Oh,
nice. Very nice.
Dr. Baker, who probably will get drafted, I would assume. Robbie Collins said that Riddle made a mistake with Randy in a match a couple weeks ago. Tuck's tag team division is going to fall apart. It's a great point.
Oh, no. And then my singles division just goes to the moon. Oh, my God. Robbie, back up.
Whoa. Came at him hot.
Look at his face.
Tuck, you have another selection, though. You get to start off the second round with the first pick.
Tuck's
Who
scary.
am I going to pick? Are you guys nervous?
I'm not nervous at all because I already know who I'm
I
taking.
don't think you're taking my next pick.
Yeah. Erica's taking Eddie. How early does Eddie Kingston go? That's what I want to know.
I'm surprised that didn't go number one. The first pick in the second round for Team Tucky will be Bianca Belair.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Good one.
She, for reference, she was number one on my power rankings, Tuck. That was the number one women's wrestler I had.
Suck it, Erica.
Erica, I'm surprised you took Sasha over Bianca.
I knew what I was doing.
Okay. Maybe you have a plan here for your next pick because we're coming back around now. Second round, you already established a leader in the women's division. What direction are you going here?
You know what's funny? I just wanted to point out that I had contemplated, knowing, Kyle, that you would take Roman Reigns. I was just going to be a real asshole and take Charlotte just so that she couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't want her. The second round draft pick for Team Rini, I think my team is already way too strong. Give me FTR.
Oh, that one, that actually was something I was considering, Erica. They were number one on my tag team rankings. For obvious reasons. That's probably why you took them, right? Best tag team in wrestling right now.
Best tag team in the world. Yeah.
So you have FTR.
Speaking of that, I got a cool tidbit today. I won. Well, I forgot that I bid on it, but I won 2 signed figures, Dax and Cash, signed certificate of authenticity. How much would you pay for that? 2 signed figures, separate figures with cases and a certificate of authenticity.
Wow. How much did you pay for that?
I'd pay $120.
Including shipping.
$160.
Okay. Erica?
Oh, I was already way too high. What'd you pick? How would you pay?
$91. I thought that was
Damn.
That's a great deal.
Including shipping.
Where?
eBay, homie. Mm-hmm.
eBay, homie.
Wow. Good for you.
Yep. I was pretty pumped. I was I was in a higher spot at that time when I was scrolling through eBay, in a different place, and I actually forgot I bid on it. I got an email that said, "Hey, you won," and I was like, "Okay,
that's awesome.
There we
That
go."
is
I guess I have
awesome.
to find that money that I didn't know that I didn't have, but okay, here we go. FTR, very excited. Gonna add that to the collection.
Awesome.
Erica, you
Really
do have
cool.
you have some big time players on that roster. Sasha Banks and FTR. It's a good start for you. So we get to work back our way around again. So I got back to back here With the last pick in the second round, I am going to find a pillar for my women's division. She is Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. I mean, I have Roman Reigns. I have Britt Baker, the longest reigning AEW women's champion. I'm liking my start right here, guys. What do you think about this pick?
I respect it. Honestly, I don't think if I took Britt would have been in my top 3 to take first.
Yeah.
Top 2. So, yeah.
Tuck, any thoughts on the Britt Baker selection?
I'm wearing a t-shirt, so I appreciate that. I respect that. Here's my thing. As a man in the women's division shirts, like it's got Britt Baker's face on it. Can I wear? I'm not wearing this at Double or Nothing as my wife, as I'm holding my wife's hand, not my hand's wife. That's weird.
Yeah, wait.
Aha. But anyways, so I felt like I could give this some shine. I love the shirt.
Thanks, Robbie.
But I always felt I still have it burned in my brain when we were at the bar before Royal Rumble and a husky boy walked in with a Becky Lynch shirt with his wife. So that's, I don't know. I feel weird about that. I'm happily married. So,
but I get what you mean. I get what you mean. And I could like envision the husky boy in the Becky shirt.
But
maybe just because, and maybe because I know you, like I seen you in that shirt right now, like not a thought crossed my mind. I'm like, yeah, he likes her because she's a like killer wrestler. That's it. Not like, I don't know.
Yeah. What's your next pick, lady? Where are you going with this?
No, it'd be me.
That's what I said. I got it right.
I'm not a lady, sir.
Wait, so when do I get to choose twice in a row? I don't.
You don't.
Never.
You're right in the middle.
You're always in between us.
You're always just going to be bouncing.
It's a 3-person snake draft.
Yeah.
Now he's starting the third round.
I'm starting the third round. I have the first pick in the third round. So I have my men, my leader in the men's division. Yes, you did. Tuck knows who I'm going with. I have my leader in the women's division. Would you like me to announce it for you? The faction, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah.
Down since day one shit. The Usos are coming to Team Gags.
Let's get copyrighted.
Yeah. The bloodline is now on my brand and you guys are fucked. Just saying.
That is such an original pick there. The idea of putting the Usos with Roman Reigns as a faction that's never been done before. Some would say it's groundbreaking.
We're creating new things. I'm just going with what works.
You have your things to say, and I have my things to say.
You're just trying to sway the voters, even though I have the best faction right now in wrestling. But that's okay. You can have that. Erica, you're on the clock now.
I'm going to go from the best faction in wrestling to quite possibly the best singles competitor in wrestling. And with my third pick in the third round, I don't know how to say that. I'm taking Bryan Danielson.
I had that ready. I had a feeling.
How do you know? How do you also get that so fast?
I'm very good at my job, Erica, but I do love that pick. So you have Bryan Danielson, Sasha Banks, and FTR, correct?
Yeah, that's fucking sweet.
It's a very good brand you got there. Tuck, thoughts on Marini's selection there in the third?
Yeah. Who in the chat can argue against Bryan Danielson? In the top 5 rounds makes total sense. In the bottom 5, you'd be like, man, that's a steal. So I think he's adequately rated. I think my picks, I think Bianca's adequate. I think RK Bro might have been a stretch to go in the first round, but that was one thing personally that I wanted. And
that's fair.
So that's where we're at. We head into the third round, the last pick of the third round for Team Tucky. And man, there's a lot of good options still on the table, but one person that I have to go and lean towards, who I'd be interested in developing myself, is a man that was Chicago made. You won't see a punk.
Okay.
And here's where I'm drawing inspiration for that pick. In AEW establishing their brand, they went with a former world champion in Chris Jericho to be their first title holder. I'm not expecting CM Punk to be here for years, but as your first champion, you could do worse. So that's why I lean towards CM Punk in that spot. I missed him in his WWE days, so I'm excited to establish a relationship with him and work with him in our booking. And CM Punk is the first one in my men's division. The second person in my men's division is someone who has already established a great feud. With good faces, we need good heels. And in the first pick of the 4th round, Jim Tucker is selecting MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Woo!
Give me that. Can you find a more polarizing, red hot heel in the game? The segment last night on Dynamite basically locked it in. I was going to play it by ear and see if I could get away with it. I was getting nervous. So that's why I went with MJF. I see his stock, whatever AEW is offering, we'll offer twice as much. I'm a loaded public school teacher, so I've got money.
Yeah, Robbie Collins was a fan of your pick. He said it's an experienced pick, smart choice. And he said that men's division that Team Tucky has is fire. So, Erica, you're up with Artie Danielson and Sasha Banks and FTR. Who are you going to select here in the 4th?
I'm bringing it back to the girl power. My 4th pick is it's not Dewdrop. It's the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai.
Oh.
Wow.
Good one, right?
This is an upside pick, right? You went with a younger talent here.
Io, yeah. And like I feel like Sasha, like she just puts on bangers. She could go with anybody, and I couldn't go wrong.
That's true.
You jotting that down?
Yeah, no, I'm just writing down my next 2 picks because you opened up the floor for me to have a fucking field day.
Son of a bitch.
A fucking field day. I know it's a bunch of gags, guys and gals, but man, I am thrilled with the way things are shaking out. I do like the EO pick. She was high on my list, Erica, because I do, in a way, kind of want to have a younger brand just so you have a future with these people. But, man, I want to start off with some stars. You have to have some stars in your division. And who I'm going to take here with my next selection is, in my opinion, the greatest of all time. I am taking Charlotte Flair to pair up with Britt Baker in my women's division. What?
Wow.
She's not. I didn't even write her down. I don't want her. I'll write her down now.
Sucky, you got to be surprised that I took Charlotte Flair there.
Not surprised at all. Slightly surprised that Erica didn't write her down at all.
At least. Yeah. At least, yeah.
So there's that. But, yeah, interesting pick.
Yeah, so I have Charlotte and Britt Baker right now in my women's division. I have the Usos in my tag division, but man, there's got to be someone that is going to feud with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is the big dog. He is the leader of my brand, but we need a number 1 contender. And there's nobody hotter in professional wrestling right now than the American Nightmare himself. I am taking Cody Rhodes to be a part of hashtag Team Gags. Once again, I don't think anybody will be surprised that I took Cody.
No, well, you are a predictable
the thing that makes it interesting, there's only 3 picks per round. We got, now you just started the 5th round. The thing that's interesting is you're picking men and women in tag. When you look at it, Cody is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th overall right now in the men's rankings. So
thank you, Bogus. He goes, unfortunately, you guys are being body bagged by Kyle right now. Thank you.
No, just wait. Just wait till I draft Goldberg.
Don't vote for your favorite person of the show. Vote for the best roster, people. Just saying.
Right. And as soon as I draft Goldberg, I think I take that title.
Yes, Goldberg. Who else? Beast Man. Get him on the roster. Husk. Get in there.
Oh.
All right, Erica. Who are you taking after my Cody Rhodes pick? I know you're shooketh over there.
I'm shooketh. No, I'm texting my sister. Who was I going to pick after? Oh, all right. So I have Daniel Bryan. That could go either way.
Yeah.
And be fantastic either way. But I feel like, now I'm literally just picking on the fly in a real pickle, but I feel like I'd be a fool to not pick the shirt I was going to wear tonight. Motherfucker. Seth freaking Rollins.
Ooh,
oh. Okay.
That's a very good pick. What are we in the 5th round? And Erica got Seth Rollins. Yeah, and he's still in the prime of his career. So who else did you have in your men's division again, Erica?
Bryan Danielson.
Okay, so Tuck, Bryan Danielson and Seth Rollins isn't a bad duo to start your men's division.
I could definitely
Suck on
come
that,
up
bogus.
with. I could definitely come up with worse. That is for show.
She definitely burned it down with that pick, I guess you could say.
Now when I look at it, I'm trying to figure out who can I hide and stash? Who do I need to go grab now?
Yeah.
It sets us up for an interesting conversation. But one pick that I'm going to go with that will make Michael Wilson very happy, often referred to as the Hangman. I'm going with Hangman Adam Page.
I mean, you really can't go wrong with that pick. Obviously, he's the AEW champion right now, and ever since AEW started, he's been a pillar of that company. And before that pick, Robbie Collins really liked that Seth pick. He said it was very, very good because now you have Bryan and Seth. That's a great men's division. Thanks, Robbie. There. But Tucky, Hangman Page to go alongside of MJF and CM Punk, you got AEW forming over there.
Yeah, I enjoyed the show last night. That's not going to be the last one, but that is half of my men's division. And now I'm looking to fill out half of my tag team division, and I will be drafting the Street Profits in the 6th round.
Okay, because they bring the swag like nobody can, right?
Yeah, and profits are up, and my brand, we want the smoke. We want the smoke.
Who was the other tag team at? RK Bro?
Yeah.
All right, so we have a little chemistry there too. They've been having some matches recently on Monday Night Raw, so you got something there for sure. Tuck, you just want to run down really quick what all the rosters look like? I don't know if you have everybody's up to date.
Can I share my screen and on the stream?
You can try it. We're going to do this on the fly because we do everything live here at OTM.
We're gonna share the entire screen here. Oh, I can't. I always try it and it won't let me. So
that's fine.
Let's finish this round and we'll go through the first 6 rounds. Because right now
it's fired from Robbie Collins, by the way. Tucky, any response to him saying you can't handle the smoke?
Well, I get 1/3 of the vote for most valuable mark, so I'm just going to keep that in my back pocket there, and Robbie can go suck one. Okay.
Tuck's ripping into a 16-year-old kid, right?
Fun, playful banter, Robbie. I'm having so much fun with your comments, Robbie.
He knows that. He's a good dude.
No, he's a good dude.
So Tuck's got the smoke. He's got the Street Profits. Erica, you're back up again.
Yeah, so I feel like my roster needs a little muscle, a little meatiness to it. And speaking about keeping it, no, maybe not. Keeping it young. I think I should go Braun Breaker.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I thought you were going with a AEW big guy. You could probably assume who I was guessing.
He's above him, but I decided to go Braun Breaker.
Erica, I mean, the reasoning behind this pick is obvious. You want to just explain a little further?
I mean, he's on fire. I think he's just going to go straight to the moon. I love everything about him. I feel like you can't really go wrong with Braun Breaker. He's doing it right.
Yeah.
And he's only
going to start.
Yeah.
And he's only had under 50 matches in his career. He's only going to get better.
He's only going to get better, and he's like such a natural at it all now. Huh?
You already have 2 vets in your men's division.
Yeah. Yep. So that's that.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Robbie said, Erica, you're convincing me. I love Braun. Okay.
And the Braun and Brian, because I have him down as Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, it looks like Robbie's kind of going back between me and Erica. He really hasn't been complimenting Tuck too much.
No, he did. There was a time when he
back
did.
Up. Okay, all right. Stop.
Oh, do you see what Mikey said? Tuck. Mikey said Tuck can not only handle the smoke, but is a smoke show.
There you go. What a comment. Scarlett Bordeaux is not the only smoke show. Jim Tucker is as well.
That's right.
Here we go.
So I did say I wanted to have some young talent in my division, but with a big name like this out there, I'm not going to pass it up. So I'm going to have 3 established stars in my men's division. This guy currently isn't active, but he is due to return very soon. It is the 5-star match himself. I'm going with Kenny Omega. So we have a potential dream match of Kenny Omega versus Roman Reigns in my men's division. So those are my top 3 right now. Erica, what are you thinking about that?
I have a hot take.
Yeah.
Let's
hear it. What?
Roman Reigns would not keep up in that match.
I think that is a hot take because I think he would. I don't know, Tuck. I don't agree with you there.
That will not be a 5-star match.
I think it could be if they were given time, and I definitely think Roman could hang with him.
That's my hot
Robbie
take.
said, "Oh, Kenny, that's what I'm talking about, Kyle." Yeah, and I'm digging my next pick too. So I already got 2 big names in the women's division.
I bet you
really liking my next pick. This is going to be nice.
I'm not a fan of this tag team. It is a tag team. I have stated it numerous times on this show that I am not a fan, but I do know that they put on great matches, and I would love to see the match that they have with the Usos. I am selecting the Young Bucks for my tag team division. So now half of my tag team division is set. I have the Usos and the Young Bucks. Erica, you're up next.
You do. I feel like I'm leaning too much into what I like instead of like.
Bro, it's your brand. Like,
I guess. Yeah, you're right. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
I'm gonna do one more youngin, one more young boy because I've been extremely impressed. I like. I don't even need to get into it. I'm choosing Daniel Garcia.
Oh,
in the 7th round?
Yeah.
That's kind of a reach, I would say.
I don't know. All that matters is at the end when it's all on paper, what it looks like.
Correct.
The fun thing about this is no matter who y'all pick, I can just say they weren't on my list. You know why?
Because you didn't make a list. Are you going off the top of the dome?
Off the top of my dome. And now, hold on,
That's impressive.
Where's the list?
I don't know.
Huh?
But
where's the list?
I couldn't even think. I had to Google rosters.
Yeah.
So did I.
Not I, said the Jimmy. I will take we get 6 men, 6 women, 4 tag. 6, 6,
Correct.
4. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I just want to make sure in the 7th round, I'm gonna bolster my women's division yet again. Wait. I only have 1 woman, don't I?
You have.
I don't know. You're the one with the
I added it already. The final pick in the 7th round going to Team Tucky is going to be Rhea Ripley. I'm gonna bolster the women's division. Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, 2 out of your 6 could be worse. So I'm gonna hang out with that for a little bit. I really like that pick. What are your thoughts on it? Tell me nice things.
I love this comment. You'd only understand if you're a football guy. Mikey said that Erica likes what she likes. She's drafting like Adam Gase. And Bogus said finally, I think he was talking about your Rhea pick. Definitely a good one there. She's very young. Boo. He wanted Liv. He wanted Liv. And Bogus said Rhea should have been the 2nd woman taken.
Well, she was for me.
That's true.
Now we go into the 8th round. So would you like me to recap the teams after 7?
I was just going to ask you. So, yeah, let's hear it.
So, for Team Gags, we have Roman Reigns, Britt Baker, the Usos, Charlotte Flair, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks. Erica has drafted Sasha Banks, FTR, Bryan Danielson, Io Shirai, Seth freaking Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Daniel Garcia. And I have drafted RK Bro, Bianca Belair, CM Punk, MJF, Hangman Adam Page, the Street Profits, and Rhea Ripley. So we're at the kind of halfway mark as we start the 8th round.
Yeah.
We get into halfway when it comes to the talent. And at some point you have to draft a GM. I'm getting like punter vibes in your fantasy football. Maybe the GM goes towards round 16 or 17.
I'm telling you, taking him last pick or her, him or her, my GM will be last.
So I'm still doing the mental gymnastics of who I want, who I should take. And this is a guy that I've drawn comparisons to in look when he went by another name. I will be drafting Jon Moxley.
I kind of was expecting you to go in this direction, but this is a very good pick. And once again, it's going with your AEW men's division you got building over there.
Yeah, I got to sprinkle in some WWE guys, I think, just to mix it up. So,
Yeah, Vogus is saying that Tuck's roster is young stars with Punk. He's making a run at the title here. Yeah, Tuck's building smart.
I'm not trying to win a battle. I'm trying to win a war here, brothers and sister.
That's true. So Erica's another one that has a lot of young talent too, with a sprinkle of veterans. What direction are you going in here?
I feel like I'm going, I don't know how to describe her. But I do know that she's a beast and she belongs on my roster and she is that bitch.
Damn it!
Jade Cargill.
Wow.
Erica, this is the first time you actually stole a pick from me. That was my next pick. How does that make you feel?
Pretty damn good.
Oh, so who? God damn, that one hurts me a little bit, guys. It puts me behind.
You got all your...
Oh, Tuck, Moxley was my favorite in WWE. Very good pick, sir. Robbie Collins says, and Mikey Wilson saying that's okay, Erica. Bogus first pick would have been Veer.
His first through 16.
Veer,
no, you have to pick 4 women. No, Veer in a wig. Veer in a wig, Veer in a dress.
Veer and Vera.
Veer's sister. Take her.
Vera Mahan.
You know, Erica really threw me off there because I had full intentions of going Jade Cargill, at least on one of those picks. But man, we're gonna bolster this men's division a little bit more. This guy is still young, he's still in his prime, and he is Adam Cole, baby, taking him here to go along with Kenny Omega, Cody Rhodes, and Roman Reigns. So those are 4 of my 6 in the men's division. Tuck, you worried about that pick?
A little bit. Not the most scared. Again, my current criticism of Adam Cole is, can he do it on his own? And that's kind of what I'm waiting for. In your brand, maybe you give him the opportunity to, but he comes with he needs a little bit of help sometimes. And when he takes the knee pad off, I hate the look of his knee. It looks
Thank you.
Very nude. There's no hair to accompany it. It doesn't make it look more intimidating to me. I get it. Point. The knee is more damaging to a head than a knee pad. But tan it? It's very white.
Yeah, there's something weird.
But I will give it to Adam Cole. If that's my biggest criticism, that I don't like his fleshed nude knee,
you're doing
that ain't bad.
Right. Yeah,
that ain't bad.
Gags took the first half of the track, not loving the last few picks. What the fuck? The Young Bucks, who were voted the tag team of the year last year, Adam Cole, who's a banger of a match. My next pick is going to be another women's talent. I'm going with the man, Becky Lynch. Surprised she fell this far, but I'll take Becky Lynch in a women's division with Britt Baker and Charlotte Flair. No doubt about it. Erica, you're up. I had to pivot. I was going to take Jade Cargill.
No, all cool. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now I'm getting into the nitty-gritty of who I think I can still kind of get away with. Maybe you're having those fun.
There's still some big names out there too. There's some big names out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I am gonna stick with the meatiness because I like what I like.
No, I know.
No, I'm honest not. I'm taking Samoa Joe, a veteran. Okay. He really fits my brand. He's hot on the mic. He's hot in the ring, and that's it.
Okay, that's a respectable. Flag. Yeah, well, that's not a good omen, and that's your sign. You should.
It's all it does. It's all it does.
Oh, okay. So Erica's going with Samoa Joe. So Tuck, you got another 2 picks coming right up.
You bet your sweet ass I do, Cotton. Here's my 2 picks. Okay, I'm gonna put respect on a woman that made me fall into love with professional women's wrestling. Remember, I got into a lull and stopped watching as the Divas division was kind of getting diva-ified. I stopped watching after the bra and panties match, and I wasn't there for the start. I didn't see the Sasha Bailey NXT takeover match. I wasn't there for the 4 horsewomen, but someone who was there when I started tuning in and has recently made a return goes by the name of Asuka, and she will be added to my women's division. She is 3rd in my women's division. So I currently have drafted 4 men, 3 women, and 2 tag teams. Let me type her in here.
Let me guess. I think you might be going tag team in this next pick. Am I wrong?
You are dead wrong. I am picking someone that may not even be on any of your lists.
Really? Okay, let's hear it.
The fifth man who is a showstopper, a guaranteed good match. The fifth man that I'm adding, and it goes with the young, athletic profile of my brand. I will be selecting Ilia Draganov.
Wow.
Suck it.
You're right. I did not have Draganov on my list, and I don't know how to pronounce it or spell his first name, so I don't want to butcher it.
Ilja Draganov.
Ilia Draganov had one of the best matches, and Jordy agrees with that pick, by the way.
She likes it.
He finally woke up from her nap. Hey, Jordy, you want to not bark in the middle of the podcast? That would be great. We don't have to deal with this when I'm at. She's just going to keep doing that, and I won't be able to stop her. I'm dead serious.
That's okay. You saw me a couple weeks ago.
I'm going on mute, so Erica, go ahead and give your pick.
Well, here I go waffling. 1, 2, 3. I need to pick another woman. Also, I don't know if he can hear me. I can't.
He's going on mute, so we can't hear him, but he might have. Did he take his headphones out? I'm not sure.
Yeah. I can't wait until Kyle starts making horny picks because I have like the best soundbite to play.
Yes. Yes.
And you know
Suck
he
it,
will.
Kyle. And just like that, Kyle Gagliardi back on the pod. And Erica waited patiently.
I did, like a nice friend. My pick. I'm going in the women's division. I'm taking Thunder Rosa.
Good pick.
Thank you.
So who else do you have in the women's division again?
Sasha, Jade, Io, Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick. AEW Women's Champion off the board finally. I see a laughing emoji. You guys were probably talking shit while I was gone, right?
Oh, he must have. Someone
You're
must
gonna
be
have to
tickling
tune
him.
into the podcast to find out.
Are you being tickled, Vogus? Someone tickling you?
Oh, what direction do I go now? I think I know where I'm going next. And this might make Erica mad, but to go off of Tuck's point, Adam Cole needs some friends.
Oh, fuck you. I fucking should have taken them.
He's already got the Young Bucks there, guys. So let's make it even more interesting and take Red Dragon here for my third tag team. So I only got one more spot available, but my tag teams right now are Red Dragon, the Usos, and the Young Bucks. And Erica, I know you're pissed about that.
Yeah, I am. You're an asshole.
Wow.
You had to assume that was coming. It just fits. It fits the brand. I'm going with picks now that fit my brand.
We need to draft more dudes.
Why is that?
20 men. I'm in between so many. I only get to pick one.
I know. Same.
Well,
and 17. I don't like the number 17 at all. I don't want there to be 17 picks. If I can have a say.
Well,
okay.
We'll see. We'll see where we're at. But I'm going to go with a fifth member of my men's division. It's time to get younger. It's time to go with the Ring General. I am going with Gunther.
That's solid.
My men's division. Yeah. This is a guy of the future right here, a guy that could maybe match up against a Roman Reigns. I like his potential to have matches with Cody Rhodes and even Kenny Omega. So I'm going with Gunther here.
Very nice.
Thank you, Robbie Collins.
Okay.
Appreciate you. He says I'm absolutely destroying you guys.
I guess it's not even that you are. It's like, if I really, don't even.
Thank you, Robbie. Appreciate you.
I'm in between. I'm going to choose another tag team, and I guess I should probably choose tag teams. I'm going to keep it young. I'm going to take the Creed brothers.
I love that pick.
That's all.
You might.
Yeah, I mean, they're one of those teams right now in NXT that can't have a bad match every time they go out there. Like, did you guys watch NXT this week?
Yes, I actually did.
Yeah.
Wasn't that match awesome with Viking Raiders? Yeah. Good pick there, Erica. I like that. All right, Tuck. What you got?
Well, I got to start rounding out my women's division. I got to add a little juice to my tag teams. I've got 5 men, 3 women, and 2 tags. I am going to elect one of my tag teams, Old Faithful, Old Reliable. You know what you're going to get. And what you're going to get is some bootios. I'm going with New Day.
Nice.
That's a good pick. Probably would have. I was debating between them and Red Dragon, but Red Dragon just fit my brand a little more.
And then I would further like to expand my women's division going from 3 to 4. And I'm going to go with Raquel Rodriguez.
Nice. Also nice.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
No complaints there. Me and Tuck talked about it on the Sunday show. You can go check it out on our YouTube channel right now. How impressive her debut match was against Ronda Rousey. Erica, did you get a chance to watch last week's SmackDown?
I did. I don't remember that match. I remember her coming out. I think I was like making food and I was like running back and forth.
Gotcha. Mikey said one of the Creed brothers was on the apron waiting for a tag, and he grabbed the bottom rope and tried to stand all the way up. Super weird, but entertaining.
Also, I hated when he did that like cannonball and like just landed.
This is true. I did not like the Creed brothers at the beginning. I thought they had a very vanilla gimmick, but
he goes and I said the eyes emoji.
He probably did. That's probably factual. Raquel is a massive pick, Tuck. Robbie loves that pick.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, it's my turn.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you this.
Tell us.
I just wish I had more picks. The reason I asked if I could choose somebody that's
feels like
not...
we're adding more. Feels like we're adding more picks.
Let's just keep going. The reason I asked if I could choose people that aren't currently signed, and I will be honest with you, is because I was going to take Candice LeRae. Right?
On my list. Yeah.
I'm not going to. And instead, I'm going to take somebody else that's for sure on your list. And I'm going to take Toni Storm.
Were you thinking soon on that one, Tuck? Was that one of the next ones on your draft?
She's so hot.
Happily married. Happily married.
Hot right now. Like everybody likes her. Like that's what I meant.
She's it.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got it.
Erica's got a very young and exciting women's division building up over there. Is that the Mayor Canton right there?
It
yeah.
Sure is.
Love this format and have to say my rules are simple. Whoever picks the Miz gets my vote. He's a very consistent man, the Mayor is. So it makes sense.
Cleveland boys stick together.
Nobody has picked the Miz yet, though, but maybe somebody will soon. It's not going to be me, though. I'm going to go a little younger. I already have Britt Baker, Charlotte Flair, and Becky Lynch in my women's division. I'm going with someone that you can't even buy a drink with right now. You can't go to the bars with this girl. She is one of the rising stars in NXT. I'm going with Roxanne Perez, formerly known as Roxy. She is the future of my women's division, and I like the potential there with my fourth spot in my women's division.
Is that what you like there?
Yeah.
That's all you like?
What do you mean?
I'm just asking.
That's a weird question.
Yeah,
isn't
wait.
it?
Is it coming from him? I just was wondering. She's great.
I'm confused.
You're
okay.
Just
no, that's not true. She's 20 years old. That's very weird. I'm 29.
Is half your age plus 7. Half your age, 14 and a half, 21 and a half.
That wasn't the reasoning behind that pick, but Erica brought it up. So we're going to move on from that. And I think I'm going to keep
through 12. Here, let me update the people. Through 12
go for it.
rounds, Gags has picked 5 men, 4 women, and 3 tags. Erica has picked 5 men, 5 women, and 2 tags. Tucky has picked 5 men, 4 women, 3 tags. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
And I'm going to complete my tag team division here, people. I already got the Usos, Young Bucks, and Red Dragon. I'm going with one of the most electrifying tag teams in professional wrestling. Cero Miedo! The Lucha Brothers are coming to Team Gags.
That's a good one.
That tag team division is stacked.
So to recap Kyle Gagliardi's tag division, he has the Usos, the Young Bucks, Red Dragon, and Lucha Bros. That is a very fine tag team division. To discuss Erica's tag team division as it currently sits, it's FTR and the Creed Brothers. My tag team division has the New Day, the Street Profits, and RK Bro. A lot of good. And Jordy, not up for the draft. We didn't put a pet category, but we do know that we do know that Jordy would be appropriately rated. Hi, Jordy. How you doing? She's not even acknowledging us because that's how much of a queen she actually is. Staring off into the sunset. Very furry. Mike Wilson's allergies are just getting triggered all the way down in Texas just by looking at that damn dog. Oh yeah, they're in a tough spot right there. They don't do well, but I'll give it to Mike Wilson. He lives with 2 dogs. Very allergic to dogs. So, in the name of love. In the name of love. She gets it.
You too.
Thanks.
Fair enough. All right, Erica, you're up. What you got?
Frig. Well, I might as well choose another tag team. I might as well just like keep it. I really don't want to. I'm going to take Grizzled Young Veterans because they're another old faithful that get it done, and I haven't seen a bad match from them yet.
Am I the only one that thinks the Grizzled Young Veterans are with Joe Gacy in NXT?
I haven't been paying that much attention.
That's my guess.
Just gonna throw that out there. I haven't really been paying that much attention.
I don't want to say yes or no.
But they are good. They definitely put on some bangers. Mikey's actually in Louisiana right now, but life is rough. He says RUFF. I get it.
I got it.
All right, so
it's my pick.
Back-to-back picks. Yep.
Last pick in the 13th round. I am going to spend my time bolstering the women's division yet again. And in the 13th round, I think it might be a steal. I'm going with Bayley.
Yes,
nice.
It is the steal.
That was going to be my final one. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Not active right now, obviously, but I mean, what she has accomplished in her career so far, you have one of the most talented women in professional wrestling.
You can say that again.
Mm-hmm. I won't.
Okay.
I will not.
I will not be doing that. And now this is where it kind of gets interesting. You got options. Who do you want to go with? Who are you picking? This is where it kind of gets down to the nitty gritty. I have one spot left for a tag team, and I would be remiss if I allowed Pretty Deadly to go anywhere else. You can get can I get a yes boy in the chat?
Yes boy.
The first pick in the 14th round. So my tag team division, RK Bro, Street Profits, New Day, and yes boy, Pretty Deadly. Come on now.
And Jordy's back to doing what she was doing. She said yes boy and bark right there.
That's what I felt. Yeah, yes boy.
Yeah.
Good God. I'm gonna have to take care of that again, guys. Erica.
Stop. I don't think it's as big of a deal as you think it. Okay, we'll see it. All right.
I don't like choosing my last picks. I don't watch the last episodes of shows that I love. Never saw the last episode of The Office. Never saw the last episode of Girls. I can't. It's like an anxiety thing, I think. I just don't like shit to be like over.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And that's it. And this is like my final of everything. I have one more tag, I have one more women's, and I have one more men's. And I hate it. So there's a lot of men I was gonna pick, and I feel like I need to like shout them out. I know nobody really watches New Japan.
I still have a men's pick left, so if you're giving me options,
I would hold on.
Erica, we have picks
left.
I
wouldn't I have this is my last man, so I'm just gonna name all the men that I'm not.
Okay, you're just giving us.
You were gonna
ideas.
take Okada. I was
no.
Right. And if I took Okada, everyone would be like, "That's cool."
I have a couple people from Japan on my list, so he wasn't one of them though. Just saying. Spoiler alert. Yeah,
I don't know if I need another big chunk or like another.
Yeah, why is no one taking asterisk?
No. Wait, Vogus, tell me right now. Do I need another chunky man?
You know he's gonna say yes to that.
I know. Or another young boy. I feel like I need a star.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna choose this man because I feel like he needs to be a bigger deal than he is, and I feel like he will be and deserves to be a bigger star than he is currently. I'm gonna take Ricky Starks as my final pick because he talk about oozing machismo, like he's drenched in it, and I just like could just see him, rightfully so, just like to the moon. So I'm taking him.
What's going on, Steve? He said he's late to the party. Just finished work. Hope everyone is well. Gonna watch this from the start. Yeah, and Mikey Wilson said choose Husk. So that's the second time.
I know.
Beast man got dropped twice.
When does the stand by your man slander begin? Because Erica just went through the draft and did not select.
And you know who's not even on my list? Edward Kingston.
And you have him number one right now in your top 5.
Yeah.
Is there trouble in paradise?
No. If he wants a job, he's always got one. He's just not.
People are asking. Trouble in paradise.
Wow.
Okay. All right, Tuck, you're up.
We'll talk about it.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I'm up. Sorry, the dog distracted me. So I have 2 more picks, and I have 3 roster spots to fill. I have 2 women's division picks and 1 in the men's. I'm going to go with a young superstar once again for my women's division. She is also in NXT, and I think she is a future NXT women's champion, maybe even a main roster champion. I'm going with Cora Jade. And she also has a nice little alliance going on with Roxanne Perez in real life. So I like the upside here for Cora Jade. So my women's division is Britt Baker, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, Roxanne Perez, and Cora Jade. And I still have one more spot to fill. I think there's a lot more. I still think there's a lot more men left here. So I'm going to hold off on drafting my final roster spot there in the men's division. So I'm going to close out my women's division. I'm going to try to find a sleeper here on my list. Or do I just go with the star power? I'm going with the star power. Fuck it. I am going with the SmackDown Women's Champion, Rowdy Ronda Rousey. That is my final pick for my women's division.
Ooh,
Kyle,
here's an
I gotta hand
idea.
it to you.
Go ahead, Erica. Ladies first.
No.
I will not. We're just going to wait it out.
I was going to be snarky.
Please do. There's always
Kyle, I thought you were going to make way more hornier women's picks. No offense, but it's true. And I had this signed up. I was waiting to drop that on you, and you were going to be like that girl that you were like tweeting, and you're like, "Hi, Mr. Bogus. Sorry."
There he is, Dirk Bogus in the chat. Give it up.
What's going on, Dirk?
Like that girl you tweeted, you were like, "I don't even need to see her in the ring. I'm already sold." And I was like, "Keep it in your pants."
I saw her in the ring. I wasn't a fan, so
too late. You already pledged your allegiance.
I'm not Clay. I don't even know her name anymore. But yeah,
kudos to you for keeping it professional.
Yeah, we'll let Tuck name it off when the rosters are done because we're almost done. But that completes my women's division. Ryan Bogus did not like that pick. He gave me the fart noise. Robbie,
did anybody like my noise?
That women's division is perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Dirk Bogus said, "I forgot you guys were on the air tonight." Ryan had to remind me. Hey, it's all good.
Shout out!
You're here now.
Hey, shout out to Ryan for making sure we come correct. That's respect. That's respect.
Thanks, Bogus. All right, Erica, you're up.
Erica, you're up.
This is my last pick.
Can we just add more spots?
You want to do one extra on each division?
Maybe. I don't think I need more.
Or just like one extra, whether you want another tag team.
Okay, just one more extra flex.
Your Joker.
A flex. Or your Joker, yeah. There you go. Your Joker.
Okay. I tag team wise, I don't know. I only have 2 more written down, and I'm kind of like, one is underwhelming, and then the other I just like. So I'm just gonna choose the Acclaimed as my tag team.
You're just trying to get Vogus's vote. That's what you're doing.
Oh, I forgot that.
Yeah, that's a Vogus pick right there. She's catering to the audience.
That's okay. I give my fans what they want.
I do like that pick, Erica. They're very entertaining.
I almost wore their shirt tonight, but
See, you even got an LFG in the chat from Ryan Vogus. So that might help the votes there. So, all right, Tucky, now you're up, correct?
Okay, hold on. I want to make sure. Do I have to wait to use my Joker to the last round, or can I just pop off?
We'll save the Joker. We'll save the Joker.
Okay.
It'll be a special reveal, you know.
Let me. I'm resizing rows. I'm spreadsheeting it up here.
Ryan Vogus wants to scissor you, Erica.
Oh, I scissored him back.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Okay, his father's in the chat, guys.
We're just sizzing.
We're sizzing.
We're just sizzing.
Speaking of sizzing, I'm taking a guy that when I look at him, my body starts sizzling. Some would say he's a big meaty man. Some would say, some would call him a dog. Some would call him a pig. I'm going with Wardlow.
That was going to be my final selection. So good pick.
I'm glad you took him because
That's Wardlow. Is that the final pick for your draft, right?
No, that's the final pick for my men's division.
Okay, so you have one more spot, correct?
Yes, I have 4 tag teams. I have 6
You even got a scissor from Dirk Vogus, by the way, Erica. I wanted you to acknowledge that.
I love the Voguses.
I need
don't go that far.
I do.
More woman. And this lady has a special spot in my heart. Well, I saw her all the way back at On the Square Sports Academy in Crown Point, Indiana. She squared off in an intergender main event against All Ego Ethan Page. Staying with the thick theme for my last pick, I'm going with Thick Mama Pump, Jordan Grace.
Very nice. Good pick.
Thank you.
I might have butchered her the way she spells her name, so I apologize if I did.
D-Y-N-N-E.
Yeah, my bad. But
that's not even. Wow, Jesus.
That's a Tucky pick.
He got the Y. You got it, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, come on. If you don't,
not really that close.
I'm not a fan of hers, so I wouldn't know how to spell her name. So that completes your roster, other than the Joker, correct? Oh no, you need a GM, so we're gonna have to come back around. All right, Erica.
Back around.
Your turn. Is that a cat? Am I hearing a cat?
No, it's my mom's dog. She's just.
Oh, I thought it was just me hearing that. Tuck, you've been hearing that the whole episode.
You can hear it? I'm sorry. She's sleeping like right here.
That's fair. Okay.
She's part of the pod.
No, yeah, we've had Jordy on the pod. Now we got that dog. It's
Leo and Toby Tessie have made appearance. Yeah, I mean they're part of the squad.
That's OTM, baby.
Lacey snores. There we go. I am in between women.
That's that noise. I can't anymore. Now that I've brought attention to it.
Respect.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, go on, Erica. My bad.
I'll wake her. That was a big one.
Please don't. That was a good one.
And she sleeps with her eyes open too. It's like the creepiest thing. I know you're snoring very loud.
It happens.
I'm going to take someone that I feel has been extremely underutilized, and someone that I in WWE, and I think and I know that she's extremely capable of doing so much more and impressing people and proving herself to be a singles competitor or a competitor just in general. I'm going to close out my women's division with Zelena Vega.
Ah, I didn't have her on my list.
I did, and I know she's good on the mic. I know she's good in the ring. I think she just needs to be given that opportunity, a good feud, a good something just to show off. Plus, I love I never even thought of Malachi Black, but I love like how he trains with her, and you know, she obviously takes like from him, and I just
Who'd you go with?
Zelena Vega.
Okay, I didn't type it in. Sorry.
So, Tuck, do you have any men's pick left?
Have a Joker pick?
I know we all have Joker picks, so I mean, I'm gonna end up spoiling a few names. I'm just gonna point out the fact that nobody has mentioned a Drew McIntyre. No one has mentioned Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, Bobby Lashley. These are names that I was pretty high on that nobody's getting named, including myself, because I like the way this guy fits my roster better. So I am going with my last pick, the limitless one, Keith Lee.
I did have him.
So my men's division, we'll just wait to the end because we're finishing up here, and then Tuck can announce what each squad looks like.
Wait. So 5, 6. Yeah.
So that takes us to the GM round, right? GM round and then Joker, and then we're done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I ended up getting the first pick in the GM draft then. So
that happened.
Look at that. I am going to go. You could have drafted GM any other round, by the way. I just said I was taking him last.
I agreed with that.
Yeah. I agree with that.
I am going to go with the general manager for Team Gags, the mastermind himself, Paul Heyman. I'm going with Paul Heyman here to run the show with the bloodline. He's already got that relationship. He could be sort of biased, that heel GM. I'm digging the vibes there. So I'm going with Paul Heyman as my GM.
Respect. And I like it. And I do agree that I feel it fits your brand. I think that my GM fits my brand, and I'm going with one Mr. William Regal.
There we go.
Does he yell out War Games on your brand too?
Just nonstop. Every title of our pay-per-view is War Games.
Sweet. I'm sold already. You got my vote. All I need is a good War Games, and I'm sold.
I had a specific GM in mind. Someone who has a track record of building a brand and establishing a brand. Someone would call that the black and gold brand. My general manager will be Triple H.
Nice. Nice.
You can't go wrong there.
No.
I mean, he's molded so much young talent that we see on television in AEW and in WWE now. It's a smart pick from Tuck, which means, Tuck, you get to start us off for the Joker. This is the final pick. It can be from the men's division, the women's division, or a tag team, just to complete your roster a little bit more. So who you going with as your Joker?
Do I get to draft? Do I have to draft? Can I draft a gimmick? Or do I have to draft like I want a specific version of someone.
That's fine. I'll let you have a specific gimmick. Yeah, it's a Joker. Why not?
This was a run that went very well for a little while and soured towards the end. But under my leadership, it's gonna rock. And now it's not the Rock. It's gonna be awesome. But my Joker will be a fiendish fella. I'm going with the Fiend.
Ooh.
Oh, it was something about it. He let me in. He kept me there. I stayed in. My heart was broken when he split with the WWE. I was all in. I was all out on the red lights. 100%. Not a fan of that. But it's something about him. And then going to Spooky Fest and seeing what appeared to be a better, more in shape version of the Fiend in Ryan Bogus at Spooky Fest, further solidified my love for the Fiend. A great gimmick gone wrong or mishandled, mismanaged. So I think it's not. No, Mikey, it was not Danhausen. Nope, that ain't it.
Oh, I was gonna get
the Fiend, and that rounds out. Next time it should just be like 20 guys, right? The men's division in every brand is undoubtedly more stacked.
Yeah.
But what around? And here's what I'm going after we're done with the two more Jokers. I'm going to leave. I'm going to exit Google Chrome and reopen it. I have found a way to give permission to the screen so then we can pull that up as well and kind of look at it and dissect it. That's where I'm at. No further comment.
I'll address a few comments here before we get to your pick, Erica. Mikey asked, are the fans voting on the rosters after the show? Yes, we are going to probably tweet out a graphic, and then we will put a poll underneath it, and we will keep that open for a couple days so people can vote on that on Twitter. Robbie Collins says, Tuck having Triple H is huge. That is a GM capable of running anything. You already addressed the Danhausen comment. Tuck, do you think the Fiend will be back?
I literally just drafted him, Robbie.
No,
he is back. Yes.
In real life.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Right place, right time. Right place, right time. Maybe he wants to control his narrative. And if he does that, I'm out. By a million.
Everyone has their limits.
All right, Erica. Who's the Joker for you? Team Marini.
It's funny that I don't know why it's funny that Tuck's the Fiend, because I feel like mine's a Mr. MIA as well. I feel like this is somebody else that can. I know. I also kind of feel like he's unnecessarily polarizing, but I think I just like good wrestling, and I think that this guy puts on fantastic matches. I know maybe he's not everybody's cup of tea, which whatever. But I am taking as my Joker Johnny Gargano.
Damn it!
There we go.
Fuck, Erica. That's the third time I think you've done that.
Suck it, Gags.
Right there. Yeah. Where has he been?
There's another Johnny available. You can go Johnny Elite.
Fix that hair, I would suggest.
That's
actually don't. I like it.
If it's not Eddie, we riot. It was not Eddie. It was
Everyone hated my Eddie love. There was just too many. No offense.
Man, you really threw a wrinkle into my pick
did.
once again. But I'm gonna go with fuck. Who am I gonna go with? Let's just go with the wild card. I mean, this is another guy that's young. He's out there. He puts his body on the line every single week.
I knew it.
I'm going with Darby Allen. High upside with this guy right here. All the fans love him. I think he'll fit.
What just happened?
Keith Lee versus Darby. I mean, there's so many good matches that Darby Allen could have on my brand. So Darby Allen's my Joker.
There you go. And that rounds it out. While I think right now, let's let the chat kind of say, oh, I can't believe this guy wasn't picked, or I would have picked this one. The other interesting conversation I want to have when I come back is when I think of the Gags brand, when I think of Erica's brand, here's a person I would also place on that team. like Team Tuck, Team Get. They won't be on the rosters, but another fun thing to chat about. I am leaving and quitting Google. I'll be back very shortly. Don't worry, guys. I'll be right here. And that's it.
Bye.
Man, I tell you what are we going to do without Tuck on this show, Erica?
I don't know, but you know who I want to give a shout out to? Because somebody that when I was like looking down my list and I was like, I would choose him. And he's young and he's super impressive. Carmelo Hayes.
If it wasn't Johnny, I was debating between Carmelo and Darby, but I went the Darby route. But
I also had Miro. Like when I was trying to choose meat sticks, I was like leaning towards Miro. And then all my top guys got taken. Women, I had Shayna, Liv. What's her name?
There wasn't as many women left over that were like
Shotzi.
Those names were on mine. I also had like Deonna Purrazzo. I thought she would have been a good pick. Maybe a Chris Statlander or Jamie Hayter. I
had Jamie Hayter. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not like stars like all the ones that we picked. Yeah, you were supposed to write an episode.
Steve's watching from the beginning. So Steve, when you get to this point, sorry,
Rhea did go early, Mikey Wilson. Don't worry. Tuck's gonna wrap things up for us right now, actually, and show the rosters.
I'm hoping this works. I followed their steps and did what I was supposed
Austin
to do.
Theory. That was a good one.
Oh shit!
Damn it. Yeah.
Good question. Yeah, we did not have Austin Theory.
Nope. Share your screen.
Okay,
your screen.
Do you see the picks now?
Is there a way you can make it look a little bigger? Oh God, don't do that.
That's
I don't know what you want, man. Size has always been an issue for me. I mean, let's talk about insecurities. Am I right?
Just if they can't see it, why don't you just read off everybody's roster here, Tuck?
Is it not big enough? I can't see the screen.
I kind of have to, get close to the screen.
But I feel like if you just drag 1 through 3 and then just bump the.
Well, we can do
There you go. All right. Let's hear these rosters because the people listening to at a later date probably don't know.
Kyle needs to get a boner to his roster. Let's go.
So, Gags, I think the best way to sum up this this draft for Kyle Gagliardi is one that started hot and just lost steam going through it. Started off with Roman Reigns, Britt Baker, the Usos, Charlotte Flair, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks, Adam Cole, Becky Lynch, Red Dragon, Gunther, Roxanne Perez, Lucha Bros, Cora Jade, Ronda Rousey. He went with Keith Lee.
Wait, he didn't make his final pick. Who's your Joker?
I said Darby Allen.
Darby Allen. So, that's where he went.
Bobby Collins coming for the jugular. They're defending Team Gags. Tuck, you started bad and didn't get much better. Roasted.
Wait, let's laugh at what Mikey said.
I did bring up that comment.
What did he say?
He said you're a roster baiter. Oh, sorry. Oh, the league.
Yeah, you've seen that, right?
I have.
Good show.
So, Erica went with Sasha Banks first. FTR, Bryan Danielson, Io Shirai, Seth freaking Rollins, Braun Breaker, Daniel Garcia, Jade Cargill, Samoa Joe, Thunder Rosa, the Creed Brothers, Tony Storm, Grizzled Young Vets, Ricky Starks, The Acclaimed, and Zelena Vega. William Regal will be generally managing this group of people, and Johnny Gargano will be the Joker, the wild card, the flex pick in a fantasy draft, if you will. And my draft that went about as good as it could. It's got a little bit of everything, very athletic, very meaty, high-profile stars, clearly the best roster of the three. Started off with RK Bro, followed it up with Bianca Belair, found our potential first champion and an established star in CM Punk. He's been a big dog in both brands. MJF, Hangman Adam Page, Street Profits, Rhea Ripley, John Moxley, Asuka, Ilia Draganov, The New Day, Raquel Rodriguez, Bayley, Pretty Deadly, Wardlow, Jordan Grace. Triple H will be generally managing this group, and The Fiend will be the Joker with their shenanigans. So as we start to zoom out, that's zooming in. If we start to zoom out, the last fun game that you can pick is who won the round.
I have to say, what I love is that I can tell that each one of us genuinely feels and believes that our roster is like the best. Because I'm reading mine and I was like, that's just awesome. Like that, nobody's better than that.
You know, Erica, just to add on to that, what I was thinking too, looking up and down these rosters, is that they perfectly represent our personalities and our fandom. I think this really,
you're right.
You look up and down everyone's roster. This is kind of our guys, and this is what we enjoy and what we get pleasure out of in professional wrestling. Like, I'm a big superstar guy. I love Roman Reigns. I love Charlotte Flair. I love these big names. And Erica goes with the lesser known guys with high upside that are strong in-ring wrestlers like a Daniel Garcia. And Tuck's got that perfect mixture of everything going on there. And there's some Tucky guys there. That was my biggest takeaway from this draft.
I agree.
So it gets to that point of the show then that the draft has concluded. And I put it in the private chat because once again, I tell you what, another great interactive show here from our listeners. Mikey Wilson says, Tucky wins. Punk, Hangman, Moxley, Triple H. Yes, boy. And Ryan Vega says, Gag's entire roster will be retired in 5 to 10 years. Hey, nobody said that when these rosters are going to be done. We're talking right now who has the best roster. And I can't decide between Gags and Erica, although Tuck, I love that Triple H on the GM.
I'll take it, Robbie. Thank you.
So, guys, I put it in the private chat. I'm a little torn on who's going to get the MVM. It would be awesome if we can get some feedback here because I don't want to make this decision on my own.
Go ahead, Tuck. All you.
Oh, Erica's torn on. Is it the same people I'm torn on as well? Erica?
I don't like making decisions.
Okay, fair enough.
So bring back in. I'm busy.
We've had many.
That dog is back to being busy.
Jeez.
We've had many MVMs.
She's in her REM cycle.
What's her name, by the way?
Lacey.
Hello, Lacey. Jordy was here earlier. You guys
She's deaf.
hello.
Lacey Evans.
How do you sign in dog? Like this? Good. Woof. Like
I tried to like this. Don't. Yeah. She doesn't care either.
This is a good story. We got storyline going on for the MVM. Robbie Collins, he came in and he took a third of that title 2 weeks ago, and then he took it all to himself last week. But sometimes the king's got to regain his throne. And new MVM of the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast, Ryan Vogus.
Robbie, I want you to know I had no say in this.
Lacey thought that pick was a bit of a snoozer, I guess.
Yeah, Lacey's not happy.
To be fair, I was torn between a lot of people, but once again, a great chat this evening. I had a lot of fun doing this show. What'd you think, Tuck?
Same.
Yeah, it was good to mix it up. Knowing what we have on the horizon, you've got a loaded Double or Nothing card coming up in a week. Very excited for that. My coaching stipend should hit my bank account on Friday as we head down to Vegas. We've got tickets to Fan Fest. Lot of fun things happening. Maybe some new action figures getting debuted. I'm hoping to spend too much money. So I'm excited for that. And then we got Hell in a Cell a week later. So we have some loaded shows coming up. AEW focused, WWE focused. This one was a celebration of wrestling. And when you think about it, 18, 36, 46, 54 picks, we could have made another 54. And I think that shows how good professional wrestling is right now.
Could be a Patreon show. We keep these rosters and we expand.
Well, on your Twitch stream, simulate them. Who's winning the brands? Who's putting who together? There's a lot that we can do with it. But now that we have to come up with names for our wrestling companies,
his roster would have been 225 live. No one under 225 pounds. Even Pop Wilson on that one.
BMMW is Vogus's wrestling brand. So yeah, there's a lot that we can do with it, and it was fun. It was entertaining. The jostling of picks and Erica seemingly stealing a quarter of your picks was fun. So I had a great time, and I'm looking forward to next week. Double or Nothing. You can't complain about that.
Yeah, we got a lot coming up.
No, it's wild.
Robbie Collins said, "You guys have made my night again. Keep it up, guys. You're smashing it."
Yes, boy.
Out of Robbie Collins. Erica, did you enjoy yourself this evening?
I did. It was really fun. And I loved everybody chiming in, and everybody's my MVM. And that's why I don't contribute, because
she's pandering, Tuck. She wants people to vote for her.
I'm not pandering. Don't vote for my roster. My roster will kick everybody's ass. I don't care. That's fine.
We will find out.
I'm being honest.
We're going to make it open to Twitter. So make sure you're following us at Pod on the Mark. Tuck will have a graphic for us. We'll tweet that out, followed by the tweet where you can place your votes. We'll probably keep that open for a couple days just so we can make sure we get a definitive winner.
Maybe until Wednesday, announce the winner on the show. Here's the thing. Do I put it up as it was drafted 1 to 16? Do I break it up into here's Gags, men's division, women's division tag? Come on, I can, bro.
If you can, that's what I was going to ask. I appreciate it. In 10 years,
it's all about the vision, Mikey.
But hey, right now,
they're nothing to shake and stick at.
Putting on fucking bangers.
Yeah.
But hey, we got, like Tuck said, Double or Nothing. We're going to have that preview show going on next week. Maybe we will announce the winner of our draft here. And then the week after that, we got to prepare for Hell in the Cell, which I will be once again reunited with one of my co-hosts, Jim Tucker. We will be attending Hell in the Cell, so I'm looking forward to that. So
I have a quick point about the Hell in a Cell preview show here. Mr. Tucker has to attend a certain graduation on that evening. So can I lure you to Chicago on a Saturday, Kyle, for a little Hell in a Cell preview?
I have a bachelor party that weekend.
Maybe cancel it. That's an option.
Maybe postpone the wedding. Did you ever think of that?
Also not going to happen.
Selfish.
Of all the dates, like this had to be the one. Did they not realize that I have things?
It's David Keffair. You know who it is.
No, I get it. Wednesday? I don't know. We'll talk. That's 2 weeks. Look, a lot can change in 2 weeks. So
don't worry about it.
Do we have are we going to do one of the people that votes for, one of the winner voter people gets something?
Oh, like if everybody votes
if you cast a vote, if you retweet, if you hashtag one of us, you get entered into the vote, maybe get a t-shirt, crop top
we don't
hoodie.
Get anything.
I was going to say, I thought we were getting something. These are our votes.
Yeah. I'm like, damn.
It's kind of
but if you encourage participation from other people, that's kind of how the pod grows.
We can talk about this after. We don't need to spoil what's going on here.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great time to be a wrestling fan. Engage with us. Who did we miss? Who would you take? Who would be your first pick? Who's an underdog? Who was taken too high? Who was taken too low? You got a lot of options here, and we're waiting on Twitter. We're waiting for you on Twitter.
Mikey, yes, boy. You see him?
At Pod on the Mark, TikTok, Twitter. Where are we at on TikTok, by the way?
We are at 99 followers. Just get us one more follower, guys.
Dude, head over to TikTok. If you got a minute, head over to TikTok at Pod on the Mark. Give us a follow there. You can be Mr. 100 or Mrs. 100, however you identify. If Jordy wants to follow us on her iPhone, whatever. But we're close to 100, and Vogus is going to be 100. Wilson's trying to negotiate to figure out what he gets for 100.
Hey, our MVM will just do it. He's not asking for a handout. I appreciate that.
And he understands his diligence as champion. And that is something that you love to see. Thank you, Robbie. You were in my shit house all evening, but you have redeemed yourself. That's how you earn an A in my class. Actually, it's been a very tried and true method. So until next week, we got our AEW Double or Nothing preview coming up. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube, hit that subscribe button for us. And you can tell a friend. You are allowed to tell your friends that you like wrestling first. And second, that you really like this wrestling podcast. Join us, people. Kyle Gagliardi hoping to give us the big 100 on TikTok before we head out.
And there it is! 100 followers on TikTok for the On the Mark Wrestling Podcast.
I have a small gripe that these are your boys and you weren't already following.
That's also a fair point. It's a fair point from Erica.
I think I was like the 78th follower. So, I mean, I wasn't first in line either. So
whatever. We got to 100. We appreciate you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, thank you for listening to the On the Mark Wrestling
Podcast.